You are losing out in sales if you're not collecting emails for your Etsy shop. Etsy does a wonderful job of bringing traffic to your store. But Etsy isn't concerned about just your store. They're concerned about Etsy.com in general. So they have TV ads. Do you have a TV ad? Probably not, right? So it's wonderful that Etsy brings all this traffic to us. And then, of course, people search for the items that you have for sale and they make a purchase and life is grand. But what if you could control the traffic as well? To bumper in on what Etsy's doing, and they're doing a fairly good job. They're getting more traffic than you and I could if we had our own website. So Etsy traffic is wonderful, but it's not targeted to you and for your customers. And so that's what we're going to discuss today is collecting our own emails for Etsy as a handmade seller and what are the benefits and the things that happen with that. Well, first of all, by doing this, your number one is you're able to control the customer's journey. And what I mean by that is if somebody sees a TV ad or a Facebook ad or a post that is directing to Etsy, they're going to go to Etsy.com. They're probably not going to go directly to your products. And that's what having an email list allows you to do, is to send out emails to all of your subscribers, direct them to your new products. Maybe it's the holidays and you got a new holiday line of products that you've put together and you want to take people directly to that. You're controlling the customer journey, right? Etsy's not going to do that for you. You're allowed to control the narrative. What I mean by narrative is the storyline and what people read in your emails, right? The other thing is that you're able to control traffic. And by what I mean by that, traffic is obviously people that show up. That's the views we're getting on our Etsy shop. But what if you could control that to some extent, right? What if you could be able to send out an email blast to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 of your prospects and customers and direct them back over a weekend and get a bunch of sales for the weekend and boost up your numbers? You can if you have an email list. Now, obviously, there's a proper way to do this because Etsy has a very clear policy that you can't just add a customer's email into your email list without them accepting it and without them opting in for a reason. But we're going to show you exactly how to do that and stay within Etsy policies. So let's backtrack a little bit. Number one is you're able to control the customer's journey. You're in charge of what they see and when they see it and how they see it. You're in charge of traffic. Right? You get to control how people come to your site and with through an email blast. And the last thing we're going to talk about today is that you own the contact. In Etsy, when somebody buys or a prospective buyer comes to your site in your shop inside of Etsy, you don't own the contact. You don't own it until they give you the privilege to own it. And that comes through opting in through coupon codes and other things like that, and your store newsletter. We're going to show you how to gather all that information without breaking Etsy policy, of course, right? So that's the power of having an email list as a handmade seller is you control the narrative, you control the journey, you control the traffic. You decide, hey, this weekend I need some extra money. I'm going to send out an email blast and get a bunch of people into my new product line. Or, again, like I said, sometimes it's just good to say, I just need some extra cash this weekend. I'd like to go out to dinner. I'd like to make my house payment or whatever it is, depending on how much your product is, and send out a blast and get, another dozen or 2 dozen sales because of your email blast. It truly is an automated machine when you own the traffic. So when you own that contact above and beyond what Etsy gives you, it truly is powerful to be able to bring people back to your site for additional purchases.